Boom! Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, 60 here, and I'm with the main man, the co-host with the most, the legend, the OG, Mr.
Syd motherfucking Retro 77 in the building, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. We're back with a new episode for you guys.
Hell yeah, ghouls and gals. We're back on the attack. Back on schedule, baby. That's right. And like Syd Retro said, we're back with another one. Playboys and playgirls. Well, pause, not playgirls. Play girls.
play ghouls and gals.
Play ghouls and gals. That reminded me of, do you remember Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby, whenever he's like, I did a whole spread in Playgirl. He's like a full nude. Whenever he's talking to Ricky Bobby on his like on the stretcher bed, whenever he's like all conked out, and his friend the curly headed one, he's like, I did a whole spread in Playgirl, full nude. He's like, Bush everything, and he's like, well, why are you telling me this?
Man, it's been a while since I've seen Talladega Nights.
I thought it was really funny that in that movie they have a random Applebee's commercial. Because a joke in the movie is that they get kicked out of the Applebee's a lot.
Oh man, that's actually pretty funny though.
Yeah, I feel like if you're from like the 956 where I'm from, you've been kicked out of the Applebee's at least once.
Yeah, Applebee's, they be doing too much. They hire like DJs and shit. Like they be trying to make, especially if you live in a small town.
They try to make Applebee's like the club and shit, dog. They for real do though. Like this is the neighborhood bar and grill. What y'all mean, man? We ain't trying to club out at the Applebee's. We eating a cheap rubber steak before we go out to the club and get fucked up. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean those 2-for-1s. You know what I'm saying? They'll get you every time. Those 2-for-1s. They'll do it to you, but you know what I mean? It's
the boneless horse meat rib, dog, for $5.99.
Yeah, bison rib.
Yeah, the bison rib.
It's just one
rib. They
rib.
tell you in the fine print, they're like, boneless rib. They're like, may contain bison meat.
May contain detached bison meat.
Yeah, you fucking bite into the meat. You're like, damn, dog, this shit's kind of stringy. Since when's beef stringy like this? Cow ain't supposed to be stringy like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking Applebee's, man. I've had some great times in Applebee's, though.
Me too.
And some of the most worst, terrible food I've ever had in my life.
Dude, it's gone from Applebee's to Trapplebee's, brother. Yeah, all the way to Crapplebee's. It's been all the way in between those. Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, Applebee's Fridays. What's the other one? TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays. Fucking Chili's. Chili's is a staple, bro. Yeah. Welcome to Chili's. Welcome to Chili's, player. Yeah, man. Right when you walk in and they got that host in the front of the store for no fucking reason, when you could just sit down. She's fucking useless. That person did that job. But right when she walks in, she's like, welcome to Chili's, sir. You're like, oh, I'm in for a fucking journey. It's gonna fucking get going. I'm ready to get that triple dipper, player, and that fucking Patron margarita. For fucking $8. Let's go.
For real, bro. It's like if like Waffle House had music and drinks.
Yeah, it's like if Waffle House had like fucking triple sec and like a cheap bottle of tequila.
For real, bro. That's how I feel about like Applebee's and Chili. All right, let me stop bashing these.
We randomly took this turn. Randomly took this turn into like Haterville, where we were like, "Hey, you know what sucks? Applebee's and Chili's. Fuck those affordable family dining establishments."
Man. Support your local restaurants, guys.
Support local. Fuck the corporations and Trapplebee's.
Yeah. Oh, and I had some amazing Italian food the other day. Speaking of authentic restaurants and stuff, super crazy Italian food with the big ass cheese wheel and shit, making the pasta in there. That shit was
Where
crazy.
Can we check that out, brother?
Yeah, you guys will check it out. Foodies Network 727 on YouTube. Check that out. But yeah, man, and then and I also saw some artists this weekend, man. Crazy busy weekend this weekend, man. What about you? What did you get into? You watch some movies, chilling? What you was getting into?
Yeah, bro. Like, man, dude, like Syd Retro lives a life of fucking luxury, man. He's a man of fucking culture out here doing the thing. Meanwhile, I'm like a fucking fat slob on my fucking couch while eating. I'm like the fucking Brendan Fraser in the well, eating my fucking feelings. And then the pizza man comes to my house and he's like, "Oh God," he's like, get away from me."
Yo, I love you guys gotta follow. I mean, of course, you guys follow Ron Z, but you guys see Ryan's Facebook rant today about the hot wings from Domino's.
Yo. Okay. What the fuck is up with? Okay, how come fucking 12 wings from Pizza Hut cost $20? I was gonna order wings the other day, like on fucking Sunday, bro. I was gonna order wings because I was like, I had like a hankering. I had a hankering, brother. I was like, if I was a pregnant woman, I was fucking craving fucking wings. I was like, I want some fucking cheap ass wings, bro, and I don't want to fucking make them. And so I was like, you know what? Let me hit up Pizza Hut and let's see what's up. And I fucking clicked on their app, bro. I'm gonna run you through the whole fucking process. I got my phone out, clicked on the app. My anticipation was already going. I could feel my blood pressure raising, brother. As I was like fucking going, and I was like, click 12 traditional wings. Hear me, a reasonable fucking man of like fucking normal money. I was like, hey, it's gonna be like fucking like, maybe like $13, $14. Maximum amount. And I fucking clicked on it. These motherfuckers hit me with 21.67. I was like, are y'all fucking smoking crack? What the fuck? Dude, I almost had a fucking stroke, brother. My fucking heart came out. Have you seen the movie Roger Rabbit before? My fucking heart came out like a fucking cartoon. It was like, and then my fucking wallet started hurting my fucking ass. I was like, like my wallet started like burning, sizzling. Fuck, dude. Are they fucking high? What the fuck? Who's making these wings?
Like Ryan wants wings? 21.
Yeah, 21. And in the background, you can hear him, pussy. You can hear him, pussy. For some random reason, he says that all the time.
Domino's was like, yo, Ryan wants some wings, yo. Get those frozen wings out the freezer right now.
And then Pizza Hut gives you these wings.
We're gonna charge this guy $20.
Yeah, they're fucking high on fucking crack, bro. And then the wings they give you, they look like some fucking chicken embryos. They look like some fucking sad motherfucking wings that they got scraped underneath the fucking fryer, the ones that fell in the back and shit. Bro. And so I wasn't fucking with that, man. I wasn't fucking with that.
One of the things about wings that just if I bite into a wing and the leg is broken, bro, I won't eat it. I just won't eat it, man. It's just too much for me. It grosses me out. I'm like,
too much for me.
And Domino's, they be having them shit. You know what I'm saying? When you go to little shitty wing places, they're like this big. They were grown in a hamster cage, like 20 of them and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have they break their legs so they can like stay in a small cage and keep them in there so they can, dip them in buffalo sauce. I'm like, bro, I can't do it, man. But yeah, Domino's.
Yeah, man. Long story short, I had to roll up to the heaven on earth, the savior of all saviors, HEB, and get some fucking regular goddamn wings. And I made those bad boys myself in the fryer. And I got some authentic Buffalo Wild Wing sauce from the HEB and put those bad boys on there. Had fucking Buffalo Wild Wings at my house, Playboy. I was like, man, fuck that shit. I was like, $20. Are you high? I went to HEB and got for $8. Got like fucking 12 wings. Drumstick, like big ones. I was like, are you what the fuck? What world? I was like, for those prices, I'll go buy a fucking steak. Are you stupid? I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, do you ever had a Frank's Red Hot?
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say, have you ever had a stroke? Yeah, when I looked at the price of those fucking wings. Yeah. Jesus Christ. But no, yeah, I have. I love Frank's Red Hot. So good. Good.
If you get a whole bottle of Frank's Red Hot and then a whole stick of butter and you mix that together and melt it down, bro.
You had me at butter.
Bro, but the butter and the Frank's Red Hot, when you mix it together, and you can add garlic or pepper, like whatever you want, onion powder. You can like kick it up if you want to. But that's how I make my wings at the house. I get a whole bottle of French sauce and 1 stick of butter, and I put that shit in one little pan, and I melt that whole shit down and just put a whole bunch of pieces in there. And that shit is
like that. I'm gonna be like that guy that I watch on YouTube. Gotta get a stick of butter. Have you seen that guy on YouTube? Have you seen that guy, the Louisiana Cajun guy? Put a stick of butter on the griddle.
Hey, man. Hey, butter makes everything official, but especially with the hot sauce, the buffalo wing sauce, the butter, and the Frank's Red Hot shit.
Get out of here, Playboy.
When I first discovered that shit, I made wings for like 3 months, bro. Like I was making buffalo wings for 3 months. I was like doing all kinds of shit. I was like tossing them in the sauce, let them marinate, then take them out.
Got the bowl where you're out here. Syd was out here filming his own fucking Wingstop commercial. He was like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was Syd Stop.
Syd Stop?
That shit was Syd Stop, bro.
Yeah.
3 months. That shit was crazy, bro. Fucking, yeah. Oh, man. Some wings.
Yeah, bro. I can fuck up some wings all day, every day, brother. Like, yeah.
You drums or flats?
Everything.
You don't care?
I ain't got no time. What's that song? I ain't got no time.
You got no time? You do whatever?
Yeah, whatever. Boneless wings, whatever.
Drums.
Drums are good. Yeah, those are the easiest to eat. Because you can just fucking, like, if you're ultimate level fat ass, you can just get them and go, whoop, and that's it. You're done, Playboy. You're done. Yeah. Pow, pow. You're done. You're done. And everybody at the table is like equally grossed out and has a level of respect for you that they've never fucking had before.
Yeah, for real. Oh shit! You know what? Me and my wife watched School of Rock last night.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen School of Rock in so long.
I've never before.
What? Whoa. Okay, we got to talk about that. What did you think of School of Rock? Starring Jack Black.
So you know what? I never was a real big fan of Jack Black because I never really seen anything that he was really in to be like, really, on board with him as an actor. But School of Rock made me love Jack Black, man.
He's great in that.
It makes me think like why they didn't do more things similar to this. Why they didn't kind of keep this thing going, because that was a great movie, but I guess it wasn't. This is a cult classic, right? I guess really didn't do that well.
Dude, it got some Oscar buzz, man. Believe it or not, if I remember correctly, when that movie was out, I believe it or not, fact check me in the fucking comments, people. But I'm pretty sure Richard Linklater, who wrote School of Rock and directed it, it got some Oscar buzz. This movie, I'm pretty sure it got some Oscar buzz. I'm more than fucking sure.
And he did White Lotus.
Richard Linklater didn't do White Lotus. Mike White,
the guy that's in School of Rock that plays
he did White Lotus. Yeah, Mike White, the guy where he's like telling you you're not a gothic sex goddess anymore or whatever. Yeah,
that's not me. He's like, that's who you are.
He goes, that's who you are, man.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I love School of Rock, bro. I love School of Rock. I'm not even gonna lie.
School of Rock's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
I like whenever he tells that little girl, he's like, you don't want to be in the band because you think you're overweight. He's like, newsflash, I'm overweight. He's like, oh, I'm overweight. He's like, but the chicks dig me. He's like, because I'm sexy. He's like, because I'm sexy. That's my favorite part. My favorite part. Such a good fucking part. Good movie. And it's just like a funny, good movie without having to be like you know what I mean? It sounds kind of old and nerdy, but sometimes you want to watch like a funny movie that doesn't have to like be dick and fart jokes and stuff. It's just a good movie. You know what I mean? It's just a wholesome, good movie.
When I was watching this movie, it just reminded me like they don't really make movies where the adults are cool and the kids and the adult has like a certain relationship that's different than the other adults, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that Uncle Buck dynamic.
Yeah, like he can interact with adults and he can also interact with kids and he's not a fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I hate. Like, you know what I mean? We're adults now. We're no longer like the kids, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm sure you were like me when you were a kid. You were always put yourself in the driver's seat. You're like, I'm like that kid. That kid's like me. You know what I mean? Whatever movie you're watching, you know what I mean? Now we're the adult characters. And it's like, adults aren't that fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand like why. I get it. They're trying to make it view from a kid's perspective, but we were both kids once. Did you view your mom and dad as fucking dumbasses? Like I did. You know what I mean? I did it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't know where that trope came from, where they're like everybody above the age of 12 is a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what though? Like, because I don't have any kids, and I'm more of like the cool uncle.
Yeah,
and the
same,
more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got all the video games, like, I got all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm more of like the cool and the hip adult. I'm more like of a Jack Black type person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids want to hang out, they want to talk, they want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? They want to jam out and hang out and I feel like, you know what? Like, yeah, it's not really, you don't really get like that trope. Like, it's either like in film, there's like the parents, there's the kids. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they might be close. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a little bit of you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's just it feels or like
different. The adult's always like asshole-ish to like the kids, and he has to learn to like be like, or he has to learn to be like, oh, I used to be a kid. You know what I mean? Like, he has to learn to be like that. Yeah. That's always, I hate that trope where they're like, the adult has to be a dick to the kid. Why? For what? You know what I mean? Like, for why?
And then if they're like, you know what I'm saying, now, and then like, oh, if like, and then they'll just make fun of like the millennial parents and shit.
Yeah.
Like, the kid he's on the iPhone all day and the iPad and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Put the iPad away. I told you about the screen time, like on some Megan shit or something like that. And it's just
instead of being like, this is cool. Like, you got a one. Like, this is awesome. Like, if I had one of these when I was 10, like, of course I would. Dude, that's also true. Dude, in the fucking 90s and the early 2000s and in the 80s, if we had fucking iPads, we would also fucking be on those things 24/7. Dude, how many times when you were a kid did you wish, like, I wish I had a watch that I could go, like, and watch movies on? Or, like, I wish I could watch movies, like, you know, like, now we have that. And now we're like,
that's some James Bond shit. That was James Bond
now we have James Bond shit.
Oh, yeah, I got the Skype on my watch, the Dick Tracy.
Oh, yeah, your watch. Yeah, look at your watch. Like, your watch
you want to do is call your friends all day.
Yeah, like, fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, right? Yeah. Like, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah. Think Dick Tracy had a watch and didn't answer his fucking watch, you idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, how cool is it now that you have a watch like that? A thing that, imagine if you, Syd Retro, went back into like whenever you were a kid and you're like, bro, in the future, you're going to have the watch. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Bro,
like, it's a thing.
Like 10-year-old me telling 10-year-old me, bro, you're going to have a phone in your pocket that you can watch any cartoon that you want at any time that's ever been made. Or movie.
Dude. Yeah. That in itself is like a super like mind-blowing thing. Like, because me and you both, like, you're also from the generation that like we grew up in the weird time where we grew up without internet, and then all of a sudden the internet was everywhere. You know what I mean? We went from like where we were kids where like there didn't.
I had like, you know, the internet in my school. Like, we had the Macs, we had the MacBooks, the color. Well, not MacBooks, but the Air, you know what I'm saying, the Apple computers. You know what I'm saying? My library had computers and stuff. So I think I'm a Zennial. I don't know. I was born in 82, so I'm 40. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But when like, as long as I've been around, my libraries had computers. Like, I've been online. I've been in the chat rooms, like, since I was like fucking 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, like, right, well, that would be like what, early 90s, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, like 92. Yeah,
like 92 onward, like 92, 93 onward is like whenever like the internet was like, that's when like the World Wide Web like became like a thing. Because I was born in 94. I was born in 94. That's what I was born. Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. That's the gap that we, you know what I'm saying, we got that 12-year that 12-year gap, but the technology is still the same. Like, right, like I said, like, I've been on the internet the whole time. You've been on the internet the whole time. Like,
that's what's weird to me. Like, it's weird. Like, if we grew up in a time where like people didn't really have cell phones, and all of a sudden everybody had a cell phone. Like that was crazy. Like, that was crazy to me. Like, I remember people walking around, dude, like in the early 2000s, late 90s, still with like a brick phone. And then all of a sudden the phones were like the tiny Nokia phones. And then they were like, well, first they were like those big Nokias, and then they were like the small, like blue ones.
Yeah, the little Nokia, yeah, and then the little Motorola Razor flips and the fucking
dude. That's
yeah,
so
there was
crazy.
Yes, yeah, man. I remember all the technologies. Yeah, man, you got to keep up with the tech, bro. You got to keep up with the tech. That's the thing too, because a lot of the people from my generation, they're not really up on a lot of the stuff. Like they haven't played the new Mario game,
Bro,
or they're not.
being like that keeps you young, bro. That keeps you young forever, bro. That like you're all like fuck that, like it's just crazy, man. Like you always like that's one thing that I like, that like with you and like myself, like you have to just keep up like all the time with the times, man. You have to just keep up. You have to keep up, bro, because it's true. Like what people used to tell me when I was a kid, like if you don't keep up, you're gonna get left behind. Because it's true, man. Now more than ever, dude, the world moves so fucking fast now, bro. Like if you don't keep up, you're a done, bro. You're out of here.
And you know what's crazy too? Like I talked to a lot of not a lot of people, but there's a lot of kids that I talk to, and they're not really on social media like that. Like they're kind of like
People, yeah.
like, they're kind of like have this attitude towards social media to where it's like you know what I'm saying? They're like, I don't want to fuck with that shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
But I think it's so cool to people like around our age, because it's like, how can y'all not like this? Like we always wanted this, you know what I mean? And then like these kids grew up in this, and they never did not have this, so they're just like, internet. We've always had that, whatever, and it's always been like super fast and cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But if you're not online and you're not on social media, then like how do you know like what's going on around in your city? Like how do you know like what bill just passed, or like how do you know like
whatever? Yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever.
Like, who's coming to town? Like where do you get like you watch like the 9 o'clock news or something, or like you read the paper,
Which like probably doesn't give you accurate news anyway.
or you gotta wait till 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock,
like an old fucking man or some shit.
Yeah. And then by the time that comes out, it might be new developments. You know what I'm saying? This is like whatever. It's all pre-recorded stuff.
Man, you make a good point, bro, because to be honest with you, I get all my news from like Twitter or like Facebook or whatever, man. Like not like a fucking conspiracy theorist, but like I literally like look at the headlines like on Facebook, because it has the news like portion of it. I always look at the headlines on there. I always read the headlines on the news portion of Twitter. And you're right, I always keep up to date with that. And I truly believe, dude, like history has shown like people are the best like news spreaders, like us listening to each other, and like we learn stuff from each other. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure like how you said, like how do you not know if you're not on social media? How do you not know what's going on in your community? You know what's going on in your community because other people in your community are talking about it on social media. You know what I mean? So like people, and we inform ourselves, and that's always going to be like, no matter if we start developing fucking like brain waves to each other or whatever, like we're always going to be informing each other of what's going on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we're
gotta communicate. You know what I'm saying?
Somehow,
but it's just like if you're not a social person and you don't like social media, well then good luck on trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, also in this day and age, you almost have to be on social media, especially if you want to be like a successful person. Like if you have a business, or if you want to market anything or market yourself, or people are going to be like, what's your Facebook link, what's your Instagram, what's your Twitter, what's your LinkedIn, what's your this, what's your that, what's your Yahoo, what's your Gmail? And if you're like, well, I don't have none of that, just like, get at me, like, I don't know how, because we're in the fucking future. I'm not going to send a smoke signal.
He was like, okay, Bruce Banner, just walking aimlessly through
fucking nomad guy over here, fucking Amish dude over here, fucking Amish paradise guy over here, fucking sending smoke signals and writing fucking messages and putting them onto fucking pigeons and sending them to places and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, well, you'll hear about it when it's over, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll tell you about it when you go to work on Monday. Bro, you didn't do it. Oh, what? You know.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro, but I get it. Some people are not. And it's weird, right? Like, we're not like in a bubble, but it's weird to see, like, we're very much people like social guys, and we're always like connected. We have our finger on the pulse. And it's weird to see what other people are so disconnected, and you're just kind of like, how do you not know what's going on? Like, how are you not like what the fuck? You know what I mean, right? It's weird, right? Yeah. When you're like, how do you not know? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
But but it's also weird to where like people are going to the movies and just completely walking out of these movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been going to the movies a lot more lately and just seeing, you know, the Nicolas Cage movie, you know, was it Renfield or whatever? Then going to see, you know, Beau is Afraid or whatever. And to see so many of these people just fucking get up and just walk the fuck out of out of these movies. You know, even in the Nicholas, there's a couple movies where people just got the fuck out and just walk out of
Bro,
these
tell
movies.
me
And I'm
about
just
your
like, you know
experience
what I'm
with Beau is Afraid. I want to know about that. That's what I want to know about.
Bro, Beau is Afraid is just off the rails fever dream, off the rails artistic fever dream, fucking insanity, bro. It just goes. You know, kind of get a sense of the characters and stuff, and then it just slowly just goes into some Alice in Wonderland shit, bro. It's just, you know, it just slowly goes into nonstop.
Nice.
What the fuck's going on here? But it's a fast ride. It goes into some stuff and leads you up there, and then you know, just there's so many moments where I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here? They have like, oh, watch out for the naked guy outside. He's like stabbing everybody and shit. And then you know, he's stabbing people, and then you know, it's just so many different things that are going on with this movie to where it's just a nonstop adventure to where, like, you know, he's over here, he's doing this, and now he's with this people, and then there's something going on with them, and then and then there's like this subliminal shit. But is it real? Like, are these people real? Is this thing real?
Did you walk out of that one or no?
Like, they're introducing these new characters in here, and it just keeps going, and it just keeps going and going and going, and it's a build up, build up, build up, and but it's amazing. It's amazing to look at. It's beautifully shot. Like it's kind of reminds me of like Everything All at Once, but like super messy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just messy as fuck, bro. Like it's so crazy. But it's 3 hours long. I didn't know that. I really wasn't feeling that well, so I fucking tapped out around like 2 hours and like 30 minutes, 2 hours and 40 minutes, like that. But yeah, it was interesting. The CGI and the storyline and the characters were just super over the top, super crazy, twisted storylines.
Oh fuck!
It's just so many layers to this.
This is getting like I'm in my level, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's so many layers because it's like, is it subliminal? Is it really happening? Is he making this thing up? Is this all in his head? Did he even leave his house? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if they answer the question at the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of movie that it is. So if you're into some kind of crazy, wild fever dream shit, with violence, nudity, you know, it's just all over the place. It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. 3 hours long. So
the Snyder cut. Man. Getting into it with the Snyder cut. The Syd Retro cut.
Yeah. Bo Snyder. For real, Bo Snyder's in the building. Because that shit was
awesome. That sounds insane.
Like, holy shit, it does, because 2 hours and 30 minutes of that shit, that's enough. It's enough. Like, yeah, I don't know why you gotta really go with the 3. Like, what the fuck? It's a lot. It's a lot. Because you can, you know what I'm saying? Each hour, you can analyze each hour and kind of try to figure something out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's onion layers.
And you finished that one, or you were like, nah, fuck this?
No, I wasn't feeling that good, so I left.
It was like, this movie made me sick.
No, it doesn't make me sick, but I wasn't feeling good, bro. Like, I didn't eat.
It gave me diarrhea.
I didn't eat, but I didn't eat before I went to the movie, and I didn't know it was 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, towards, like, I was like, man, I need to get some food. And then when I went out there, the concession stand was closed. So I was like, oh.
They were like, it's 4 a.m., sir. The concession stand is closed.
bro, the movie started at like 8. It was like an 8:30 showing, right? But then that don't start until 9, right? And then it's 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So like Friday midnight, for like 11:30, like that shit is done, bro.
They're like, go to McDonald's or something. They're like, the concession stand is closed. It's been closed. We close at 10, sir. It's fucking 4 in the morning.
Yeah, bro. They're like, go home.
They're like, Bo's afraid. They're like, we're afraid. We're closed.
Yeah, Bo is still playing. My bad. We can't leave till this shit is over, guys.
Yeah. They're like fucking Joaquin Phoenix in his long ass movies.
That shit was wild. It was worth the watch, man. It was like it reminded me of like Cocaine Bear and like everything.
It's like it reminded me of cocaine, just like the drug, just like the drug. It reminded me of cocaine.
Bro, if you were on drugs with this movie, like if you were on like mushrooms or fucking like ecstasy or some shit, like you're gonna trip with it. Like this is just yeah. Because the artist is, you know what I'm saying, like the visuals are crazy, the sound is amazing, like it's crazy. If you're on some type of psychedelic, you're gonna take a fucking round trip on this motherfucker 3 hour round trip. Yo, let's go, buckle the fuck up for real. Yeah, it's like that. Bo is not afraid to take you there.
Yeah, man. I really got to see that, man. There's a couple of movies that I got to see, bro. Speaking of movies that the what?
Oh, I said John Wick 4.
Oh, John Wick 4. Yeah. I got to get the fours on it. Speaking of movies, bro, we'll be able to review Shazam here in a little while. I think that one's coming out already, like on HBO Max or Max if you're nasty. So we'll be
Shazam
able to
what? 2?
2, yeah. They ain't making a Shazam 3. That's for fucking sure. Fucking sure.
Damn, I don't even think I saw Shazam 2.
Oh, I thought you did. You didn't see that one?
Wait. Who's in that? Is that? Wait, hold on. Is that? Oh, that's the one
with Zach Levi and Lucy Liu. Syd's like, oh, I blocked that movie out. I didn't want to remember that. He's like, I didn't want to remember that shit. I'm trying to
think. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't think I did go see.
You didn't watch Shazam 2? Okay, well, we can review Shazam 2 on May 23rd. May 23rd, Shazam 2 Electric Boogaloo review coming. And since I know y'all don't want to talk about Shazam, I'll film a little skit before the Shazam review, and we'll entice y'all with that.
Shazam! Oh my god!
I'll dress up as Shazam and I'll shoot some lightning bolts out of my hand.
Oh, fuck. Yo. Man, Black Adam. I thought you were talking about Black Adam at first. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, so he's like, I saw that piece of shit. He's like, I already saw that piece of shit. He's like, I ain't watching that again.
I like Dr. Fate and all the
other. All that was cool. Yeah, all that was cool, man. But the behind the scenes drama of Black Adam was far more interesting than the whole movie, bro. They were like, fucking The Rock hates Shazam. You think Shazam's a fucking for little kids and bitches and shit. And then he was like, I'm fucking not going to come out and with that fucking guy. He's a clown. And then Zachary Levi was like, oh, having a mental breakdown. he was like having a mental breakdown in front of people and shit. Zachary Levi, he was tripping balls, dude. The guy that plays Shazam.
Damn. Yo. And then we got, did you see, this is Shazam. Did you see the Fast and Furious trailer, the new one that they put out?
Yeah, with family. They say family like 67 times in the fucking trailer alone. Oh, and then fucking Jason Momoa's in that trailer. And I swear to God, man, I love Jason Momoa, but like he needs to stop yelling in every fucking movie. And every movie he comes out and he's like, woo, yeah. Like every movie he has a part where he's like, yeah. Like, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck?
He's on that rock shit, you know what I'm saying? He's
like, that crack rock shit or what? What the fuck?
He's on that Jason Momoa Aqua Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucker.
He snorted that aqua cane.
Yo, do we have a release date for that?
For Aquaman? Dude, Aquaman is coming. I'm not ready for it. I don't want it.
May 2037.
Yeah. Man, Amber Turd's in it, and I don't really care for it, man. I don't really want to see it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, I feel like I've been hearing about Aquaman since like 1997. That's how long I feel like I've been hearing about fucking Aquaman.
For real. Like Aquaman died, but he's like still alive, like on some Tupac shit.
Yeah, he needs to just die.
Yeah. Nobody cares no more. The window is passed, right?
Yeah. It's already taken like 17 years for the fucking Aquaman movie to come out, bro. It's been like forever since like the first Aquaman. Didn't the first Aquaman movie come out like fucking in 2002 or some shit like that?
Bro, that shit came out a long time ago. And I think that's why Jason Momoa did the Fast and Furious though, to kind of keep staying relevant and stuff. Because if he didn't do this, then what Momoa film was coming out? What are we watching?
No shit.
Right? What's going on? He's streaming? He on Netflix? Where he at? Nope. Okay, so he in the franchise.
That's funny. Nope. Nope.
No Hulu exclusive.
Yeah, no,
Nothing
that was on Prime.
out,
No, nothing, Playboy.
Right, he did a
You on
couple of
that
Game of
bullshit
Thrones
Apple TV.
episodes. Or he did a couple of Game of Thrones episodes. They called that motherfucker a day. Right, that's it. That's why we seen him on like stream on some streaming shit. I never seen Game of Thrones, but I heard he was in like the first season or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like a guy in there. I think he like raped one of the chicks in the show or something like that. Not in real life. Not in real life. He's not a molester in real life. But
canceled. I don't care.
Yeah, since like he's a molester in the show and in real life, canceled.
Aquaman canceled. Drown his ass.
Aqua rapist.
Real does aqua assaults.
Yeah, an average turd. But yeah, man, are you you know what? Speaking of superhero movies, what's your all-time favorite superhero movie? And after that, we'll close it out.
I'm gonna have to show my age real quick on this one, man, because Superman 1, bro.
The Richard Donner one?
The Superman. I think that's the Donner cut or whatever. I think that's like Superman 2 or something like that, right?
No, well, he directed all of them. I mean, like the Christopher Reeves one, right?
Yeah, the Christopher Reeves one, part 1.
Yeah.
That's Superman 1, bro.
That's a lot of people's favorite. Yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite.
Because I was thinking about that shit because Batman 89,
classic.
You know what I'm saying, was amazing too. But I really gotta say, the first time that I was like running around the fucking house with a cape on and thinking I was a superhero was Superman Part 1, man. Like when Superman Part 1, like you really like the effects for that time, it was really good, and you really believed like Superman was a real person, bro. Like I remember.
Well, right, that was the whole thing, right? He goes, "We'll make you believe a man can fly," right? They'll make you believe a man can fly.
Yeah, man. But it was, you know what I'm saying? Like it was filmed in New York and shit, and I was a kid in New York and
I
stuff.
wish I would have got. I wish they would re-release that in the theater, man. I would love to see that in the theater.
I was just talking about that too. I swear to God, I was just telling Kalain about that too. I was like, man, I wish they would redo the visual effects and kind of just update the effects on it.
Right. How they put it on 4K and release it on IMAX in theater for a little bit, for like a month. Come on, man. Give us that. Give us that.
Because I feel like that's one of the first like superhero movies that started it all for everybody, that paved the way for all the other shit, bro. If it wasn't for that, bro, that as a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like the Batman series was cool, the 60s Batman and shit. But that
bro, through and through, I'm always a Batman fan, bro. I love Batman, but I love my Superman too, man. I like Superman too. Yeah. But fuck yeah, man. I love that one, bro. I love the Christopher Reeves Superman. And to be honest with you, bro, I think he's probably like the best Superman.
Yeah, man, Christopher Reeves, like when I think of Superman, like that's the person who I embodiment as Superman and think of, and you know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of where I kind of like miss that Superman. You know, no one can really replace that person in there and that personality and the stature and stuff like that. He was a big guy, and he was dope, man. That Christopher Reeve. But you know what though, I do remember when Batman came out, Batman '89. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Six Flags. They had the Six Flags. They came out with the Batman ride, bro. And that shit, they had the Batmobile there. They had the Batman stunt show at Six Flags, and man, that shit was so huge, man. But yeah, it's a big, you know what I'm saying. But like Superman didn't have no ride. He had no, you know what I'm saying. He didn't have no ride. He had a little.
At Six Flags in Texas, they have the Superman Krypton coaster.
Yeah, well, like now they do, but I'm saying, but like in '82, he didn't have like the ride.
That's true.
He didn't have like the show to really like showcase. You know what I'm saying? But that Batman '89 came out. That shit was crazy. You got the Batmobile. You got the stunt shows. You got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The series coming out a couple years after that. I mean, fuck, bro. Whew, that's tough. Yeah, X-Men can't really fuck with that.
I'm trying to think what my favorite superhero movie is of all time. My favorite superhero movie of all time.
Yeah, right. I guess for a lot of younger people, it'll probably be like Spider-Man 1, right? With Tobey
Spider-Man
Maguire.
1 was Spider-Man 1, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I watched that movie in movie theaters like probably like 19 fucking times. I love
Word.
that fucking movie, dude. I
Oh.
love that movie. I saw that movie a million fucking times in the theater. So for a time, that probably was like my favorite superhero movie. Like if you were to ask like 10-year-old Ryan, if you were to ask like 10-year-old Ryan, that would be like the love you.
Spider-Man 1.
That would be my pick. But if you're asked today, Ryan T, today, my favorite superhero movie of all time,
go.
I have to go Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Whoa, bam!
And then my second favorite, coming in very, very close, has to be the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman
with the Robert Pattinson. That one's fucking rules.
Really? Wow,
I love it. That's probably one of my favorite Batman movies, interpretations of Batman ever. Robert Pattinson Batman fucking rules to me.
I do fuck with that. I do like it. I haven't seen it since I watched it in theaters, but I do.
And then also the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. That's up there too.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
And Logan. Logan's amazing. Logan made me cry like a fucking bitch.
Yeah, Logan was pretty wild. Logan was pretty
Watchmen is another good one. Watchmen is another good one.
I did not like Watchmen, but I was turned up on a Friday night. I was not ready for this shit.
Oh no, that movie's not like ready for that. No, that movie's not like that.
Yeah, I lit up a cigarette in theater, bro. I was sitting there smoking. Super disrespectful. That shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, I was like,
stressed in that movie.
3 hours too. I was like, man, I ain't going outside. This shit too long.
Zack Snyder, he likes those 3-hour movies, player.
Yeah, it definitely does. Damn. I guess if I'm trying to put the nostalgia aside, trying to think of like one of the like recent action superhero movies that I really fuck with, and I'm trying to think, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me because I know the new ones. I like the action. Actions are definitely better. The Batman is actually pretty dope. I do like.
I feel like that's like the most Batman movie that I've ever seen, aside from like the 80s Batman.
Yeah, I guess, man. It don't feel right for me to say that, but yeah, I guess that would be like the closest thing that I like because I don't like the Dark Knight is cool, but I like Robert Pattinson's Batman more than the Dark Knight's Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Because that Batman feels more like Batman. You know what I mean? That other Batman felt kind of like a police Batman. Like he felt like kind of like. You know what I mean? He kind of felt like a military police like type Batman a little bit.
Yeah, right? I was like, he police. Like that Batman backs the blue. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that Batman.
And Robert Pattinson Batman is like super like punk rock, and he's kind of like I'm not with the fucking he's like I'm not with the police.
Don't fuck with him.
He's like the police are fucking corrupt and fucking lame, right? Like he's like the police are fucking racist and pigs, and like that. He's like that kind of Batman. He's like, I only trust Gordon because he also thinks the fucking police suck.
Yeah. I guess I gotta go with that Robert Pattinson Batman for the win, man. Because the Marvel shit.
Yeah, he's like more the Batman for today's Batman. He's today's Batman, like hardcore.
Yeah, I was like, he's actually what Punisher should be, but is not cinematically. You know, but it's all good.
Dude, speaking of Punisher. Why the fuck doesn't that weird you out that the Punisher is like this character that's like highly embraced by like people that are like marginally like racist and like backing the police and stuff like that, and the Punisher is like the complete opposite of that character. The Punisher hates the fucking police and would like kill Donald Trump if Donald Trump was in a comic book and was a fictional comic book character. Like the Punisher would go out of his way to try to like assassinate somebody like that. And the Punisher like hates cops, hates like the government, and he's the government. The Punisher's like an anarchist. He's like a terrorist almost. The Punisher.
I mean, he's pretty much a vigilante that doesn't believe.
Well, he's like an American hero terrorist. Like he's like doesn't terrorize like America. He terrorizes like criminals. He's like.
Well, the whole thing is like his family was murdered. He's a cop, and his whole family is murdered by mafia members.
And the police fail him.
Get off, and the mafia people get off.
So he hates the police.
Him. Yeah, exactly. So like, What are you talking about?
Yeah, and they're always like, the Punisher backs the blue. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He's the opposite of backing the blue. He's like fucking gray or black.
Yeah, I think it's the whole visual of like a white guy with a gun and shit and like killing like thugs and shit like that. To where it kind of appeal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Death Wish Charles Bronson and shit. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? Dirty Harry, right?
Yeah.
Punk, you know what I'm saying? They kind of they're trying to turn Punisher into a Dirty Harry or a Charles Bronson or some type of a figure like that to where fucking.
Who's your favorite? Okay, after this we'll close it out. As I can keep fucking going. What? Speaking of superheroes, all-time favorite hero or character, comic book.
Favorite superhero of all time?
We got the books right here, player. We got the books.
Like just one, then that's it. You can never read any of them ever again. You can only read one comic book superhero for the rest of your life.
No, just your favorite one in general. Like, who's the one you're fucking with the most?
I'm gonna say, like, right now, if I went to the comic store right now and I walked in, I'd probably try to see what Spawn is up to right now.
Spawn's a pimp. He's a pimp for sure.
Yeah, I haven't been up on Spawn.
My boy Al Simmons.
Yeah, Al Simmons, bro. I love Spawn. I love the whole Spawn universe and shit. So that'd be cool to go in there and see what. Yeah, Spawn is one of my favorites, man. That's when Image Comics came out and Spawn came out.
Bro, when you come down, I gotta let you peep that Spawn versus Batman comic. You gotta read that. That's good.
Spawn versus Batman. Okay. Yeah, that sounds dope as fuck. Anytime there's a Batman, Spawn team up, it's usually dope as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like they don't really team him up with garbage. Yeah. He'd be pretty lit, man. I love Spawn. Yeah, Spawn and Spider-Man and there's a couple of people that I really enjoy reading. But I do really love the old school Image lineup and shit. You know what I'm saying? All the Lee shit that he drew, and Wildcats and
Wildcats is dude. I recently got a Wildstorm book with like Static Shock and Icon and Hardware and all those kind of characters.
I love those.
The Black Superman, Superman Icon. I was like, he's fucking dope.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, Icon. Yeah, all of those are dope, man. I fuck with Mirage. There's a couple of different.
Yeah, they have like Rocket. One of them's called Rocket. The black, his black like Robin, the little black chick. Her name's Rocket. Yeah, she's cool. I like that. But if I had to pick a few characters or one character, my favorite superheroes or characters have always been like kind of the weird, kind of like horror adjacent characters. Obviously, Batman is my favorite character, but we'll toss that one aside for right now because that's too much of an obvious pick. But one of my favorite characters, man, aside from like, of course, my man back here, Deadpool, is I love Booster Gold, dude. Booster Gold is one of my favorite characters, bro. And I love that character because he's one of those characters where like people underestimate him like a lot and they feel like he kind of can't like do certain stuff or he's like not like a good hero. But meanwhile, like he like saves the universe and he's like fucking doing all this crazy shit and stuff like that. So I really like Booster Gold a lot. Swamp Thing, another one of my other favorite characters. And I have to say Robin, man. Any iteration of Robin, I love that. I love Robin. Robin's always that character that feels like the comic book reader could be Robin. You know what I mean? Like I always like
Robin too. I like Nightwing, you know what I'm saying?
Right, Nightwing's Nightwing's amazing.
My favorite Robin of all time right there. So I just have I love Robin. And you know who I do like too though? I forgot too is Cable, man. I love Cable. Anything Cable. Especially from the 90s or whatever, like I will fucking read the shit.
Cable, Rob Liefeld, man. Rob Liefeld's a fucking dickhead, but I love Cable, man. I love Cable. Cable's a great character, man. I fought with that guy on Twitter, man. Fuck Rob Liefeld. Also, that's right. Fuck Rob Liefeld. Fuck Rob Liefeld, man. Rob Liefeld's a fucking bitch. Yeah, I fought with that guy. He's the creator of Deadpool, and I have Deadpool up right here on my wall. I love Deadpool, but fuck Rob Liefeld. Fuck it. Money going to his pocket, but I don't care.
Right? He can't draw feet.
He can't draw feet. Yeah, I sent him that video. And he blocked me. I sent him that video of Stan Lee being like, "Well, you draw feet all weird and stuff," like of him, like with Stan Lee, like, and it was like Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, and Stan Lee, and Stan Lee was making fun of Rob Liefeld because Rob Liefeld can't draw feet, and so like I sent him that video, and then he blocked me, and I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, man, Rob Liefeld, I love Cable.
So yeah, guys, that's the time that I fought with the creator of Deadpool. I still love Deadpool though. Deadpool's amazing. I have him up on my wall right there, and I got Deadpool shoes. And this little comic book thing right here behind me, right here on the wall, that's Juggernaut versus Deadpool. You probably can't make that out, but it's Juggernaut versus Deadpool. It's a fucking little thing from the comic book of that.
And then Deadpool's first appearance was in X-Force.
Yeah. I have that. And then he also came on the New Mutants as well.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think it's the New Mutants, not X-Force.
I have the New Mutants one. I have the New Mutants. It's him, like he has the swords like that, and then Cable has like the gun like that.
Yes, I love that cover, man.
Great. I love that too.
Super dope. I love X-Force, New Mutants, X Factor, any variation of X-Men in the 90s, man. Blue team, yellow team. What? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get out of here with that. But yeah, that's right, ghouls and gals. We shot the shit, talked about comic books, talked about our hatred of Applebees or Trapplebees or Crapplebees, for that matter. But like always, Ryan T, and this man right here next to me is
Syd Retro 727, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Subscribe to Ryan T Show. Also subscribe to Syd Retro 727.
Yes. Make sure you'll do that.
And check it out. I'm over here in Florida. It's mostly Florida content and stuff, but it'll be cool to check it out.
Guys, we're gonna bring my boy out here, man. We're gonna bring my boy out here about November. My boy's gonna be out here. We're gonna be recording some content together. We're gonna be in the same room together. So for those of y'all that don't know, for those of y'all that don't know, Syd's not from the Valley. A lot of people think you're from the Valley. Syd's not from the Valley. Yeah, Syd lives in Florida. Syd lives in Florida. Me and Syd have probably known each other for what, like about like 2 years, 3 years about this point, right?
2 years, son.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but me and Syd have never actually been in the same room together. Yeah, we've never met each other in person. We've never met each other in person, even though we've known each other probably longer than some of you all have known, like your fucking baby mamas. We've never fucking met. We've never fucking met each other in person. But so yeah, November, I'm getting married. So those of y'all ghouls and gals that don't know, my boy here is gonna be my best man. And a little bit before that, that's the first time we're gonna fucking meet, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna make sure we record some stuff for you, and we're gonna get Syd some South Texas fucking tacos, some fucking food, and we're gonna show him around, man, so you can see what's good over here.
Yo, I can't wait. It's gonna be lit too.
Yeah, man.
We're doing some movies, the movie thing too. I forgot what the
I gotta take you to the movies over here. We for sure gotta watch a movie together over here. And we'll watch a movie over here. Then when I go on my honeymoon over there, we'll go watch a movie over there. So I can go see your theater. You can see my theater.
Go. I gotta take you to the tent. It's going down. But yo, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Syd Retro 727. We out here.
Yeah, we'll see y'all later, ghouls and gals. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all later.